Hi everybody, this is your teacher Ed again, and we're doing in this video the second installment of a review of the verb to be. This time we're going to be working with yes/no questions like, are you ready? And short answers like, yes, I am. So are you ready? Let's get into it. And I want to welcome you to a review of the verb to be. This is part 2. In part 1, we just did the forms of the simple present, and now we're doing yes/no questions and answers. This is ESL for work. And this is a table. I recommend that you study the table quickly. These are yes/no questions. The questions are in green, and the short answers are in the cream color, the light brown. And so you can stop the recording whenever you want. Study this for as long as you like. But I'm going to move on right now because we have other slides. All right, so this is the question section of the table. In regular be verb sentences, the subject comes first and then the verb. For example, she's at work. But in yes/no questions, the be form is at the beginning. So, is she at work? Is the correct formation. First the verb, then the subject. All right, and this is just the affirmative answers, the yes answers. Yes answers are in the complete form only. You can't use contractions. So, yes, you are. Here's an example. Are you in the machine shop, Jose? Ooh, that's not good, no. The answer is, yes, I am. The complete form, not the contraction form. All right, now these are the negative forms. And the no answers can be in the complete form, or they can be in a contraction form. So the complete form is one way. A second way is a contraction. And the third possibility is a second way to make contractions. So for example, yeah, they're all correct. Is Irina the supervisor? No, she is not. That's correct. That's the long form. No, she's not. That's also correct. And a final one, no, she isn't. Those three are all correct. So now some other things to remember. Use a question mark at the end of these questions, just like every other question. And put a comma after yes or no in short answers. So for example, are you from Russia, Lydia? No, I'm not. Jose, are you from Mexico? Yes, comma, I am. So after the yes or the no, put a comma. Also use pronouns in short answers. Are the safety gloves in the box? We don't say yes, the safety gloves are. We say yes, they are. Some more things to remember about yes/no questions, short answers. For yes answers, use the complete form. We've seen that. So is it lunchtime? The correct answer is yes, it is, not yes, it's. But for the negative, for the no answers, generally use contractions whenever you can. Is it lunchtime? No, it isn't. Here's an exception. If you're upset or want to make something totally clear, for example, if your supervisor says, "You're late. Are you always late?" You say, "No, I am not. I was at the dentist this morning." All right, so here's a practice exercise for you. And this is about how to make the questions. The instructions say make yes/no questions with the words below. So the example, you get a group of words and you have to make a question out of it. Name, Jose, his, is. With a yes/no question, the is goes first. The be verb always goes first. And then the rest of them, of the words, you have to arrange in the correct order. So take a few minutes to do that, and then we'll check the answers. So turn your recording off now. All right, here's where you can check your answers. Notice the first word of every one of these questions is the verb to be, is or are. All right, let's move on. Here's the second group of exercises, practice exercise. In this exercise, complete the conversation between two workers, Ramon and Lydia, and please use short answers. So the title is In the Break Room. Ramon says, "Are your coworkers friendly?" And Lydia says, "Yes, they are. We get along well together." Now you have to read through the rest of the conversation and put in the correct short form for each of these answers. That's all you have to do. So stop your recording now, write down the answers, and then we'll check them in a minute. Okay, so these are the answers. Are your coworkers friendly? Yes, they are. Are they all from Ukraine? No, they're not. Or, no, they aren't, etc. So check your answers with the answers here. And that about does it for us. That was a quick review of no questions. I want to thank you for watching. This is your teacher Ed saying, keep studying. And this is ESL for Work.